We now have an important breaking news that has to do with the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have a news that has to do with a military group in the United Kingdom, Britain, demanding for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we'll be looking into in this particular video. Of course, you know that here in Noble Media, we stand for justice, we stand for fairness, we stand for freedom of the oppressed. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and follow us right now. Let us now dive into this very news that just broke few minutes ago. US-based Igbo military veterans accuse Britain of colluding with Nigeria to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention. US-based Igbo military veterans accuse Britain of colluding with Nigeria to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Let's move on. In a statement titled "An Open Indictment: Britain's Blood-Stained Hands in the Persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu," and signed by its president, Sylvester Oya, the group accused the UK government of having abandoned its duty to protect one of its citizens in favor of political expediency. Let us look at this, because from what we are seeing, UK, United Kingdom, Britain is under pressure for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu is also under intense pressure to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The American Veterans of Igbo Descent, a US-based group of Igbo veterans, have accused the United Kingdom of premeditated collusion with the Nigerian government in the ongoing detention and trial of the indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu. We all know how this matter have been since 2021. The court cases, the appearing in court, the dribblings of the Nigerian government, their inability to follow the due process. The court will say releasing Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigerian government will refuse, and all the rest. In a statement titled "An Open Indictment: Britain's Blood-Stained Hands in Persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu," and signed by its president, Dr. Sylvester Oya, the group accused the UK government of having abandoned its duty to protect one of its citizens in favor of political expediency, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is first and foremost a British citizen. To the government of the United Kingdom, its Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, that is FCDO, and the architect of its neo-colonial duplicity, your silence is not golden, it is crimson, stained with the blood of the innocent and the complicity of the coward, the statement read. I hope you are following. Avid, that is the group, accused Britain of ignoring its responsibility despite Kanu's status as a naturalized British citizen. The group said, for over 4 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, we must emphasize that, by naturalization, has languished in Nigerian detention, subjected to extraordinary rendition, torture, and a sham trial that mocks the very common law you bequeathed to your former colony, because Nigeria, as many people know, was colonized by Britain. Yet you remain aloof, unperturbed, hiding behind platitudes of non-interference while actively enabling a subversion of justice that reeks of historical vendetta. What they are saying is that this Britain has, instead of coming out fully to ask for the freedom of their citizens, they are even helping Nigerian government to keep holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Avid links Britain's alleged indifference to what it describes as a genocidal legacy dating back to the Nigerian Civil War. That today is not the first time Britain is behaving like this. This is not mere indifference, it is premeditated collusion, a continuation of the genocidal legacy you inflicted on the Igbo people during the Biafran War, where your arms and diplomacy fueled the slaughter of millions. that the Britain was on the side of Nigerian government during the Biafran War, and many Biafrans were gunned down. According to the group, KANU'S abduction in Kenya on June 27, 2021 violated international law, including the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and the UN Convention Against Torture. Let's look at it again. According to the group, KANU'S abduction in Kenya in June 27, 2021 violated international law, including the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and the United Nations Convention Against Torture. This extraordinary rendition bypassed extradition treaties, Kenyan sovereignty, and basic human dignity. Where was your outrage? Avid asks, accusing the UK of offering only performative whispers before ignoring the matter entirely. The group further alleged that British officials coordinated with Nigerian authorities in amending charges against Kanu shortly after a consular visit in October 2021. The group, let's take it again because this is very important. The group further alleged that British officials coordinated with Nigerian authorities in amending charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after a consular visit in October 2021. The timing screams collusion. That is the timing of that visit. A quiet nod from Whitehall to Abuja. Proceed. We will look the other way, the group said. And this is basically what UK government has done. On the UK stance, the dual citizenship limits its ability to intervene. Having countered, British law and your own consular charter are clear. Where a UK national faces unfair judicial or prosecutorial action abroad, making a fair hearing impossible, the foreign secretary must intervene to protect fundamental rights, which is what everyone has expected the UK government to do in Nnamdi Kanu's case, because he's a part of the country. He's entitled as a citizen of Britain to fair hearing and intervention by the British government, but we have not seen that happen. Please come under the comment if you believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be free. Come under the comment and type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Type it. We want to gather at least 1,000 persons to do that. Very, very important. Type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can also type Britain free Biafran or Britain free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The group cited alleged breaches of common law principles, accusing the UK of deliberately mischaracterizing its obligation as interference to avoid action. Avid, that is the group, the military group, accused Britain of encouraging Nigeria to ignore an October 2022 Court of Appeal ruling that discharged Kanu of all charges. All charges were discharged against Nnamdi Kanu, claiming that UK diplomats promoted the idea that discharge is not acquittal to justify continued detention. This is very sad. As Kanu's health reportedly worsens, Kanu is sick. Many people know that. In custody, the group warns that any death in detention would be tantamount to state-sanctioned murder with British complicity. If he is discharged again on October 10, 2025, we will once more urge Nigeria to ignore it, insisting only on conviction. Your actions suggest yes, conviction at any cost, to silence the Biafran clan that exposes your colonial Frankensteins as a failed experiment, the statement reads. In its demands, Avi stated, we demand nothing more than, let's look at it, because this is very important. We demand nothing more than public accountability, publicly condemn the rendition, and demand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release. Launch a parliamentary inquiry into your High Commission's role in Nairobi and Abuja. Let us take it again. The group, this military group based in the United States, is saying, we demand nothing more than public accountability, publicly condemn the rendition, and demand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release. Launch a parliamentary inquiry into your High Commission's role in Nairobi and Abuja. Nairobi is in Kenya. cease all support for this farce as a trial and answer why does Britain, cradle of the rule of law, collude in the destruction of the rule of law in Nigeria? If Nnamdi Kanu perishes, his blood is in your hands. Please come under the comment of this video and type Britain free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or type free Biafrans. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu perishes, his blood is in your hands, not as bystanders, but as enablers. The Igbo will remember and the world will recoil from your perfidy. This is what this group has come out to say, and we expect the United Kingdom, Britain, the Nigerian government, every relevant stakeholder to do the right thing. Kanu will be in court again on the 10th of October. They just shifted it for a long time, but we believe that he's a strong man. Let us keep praying for him. Let us keep typing free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In any way you can be of help. If you're a journalist like us as a media house, keep talking about it. If you can conduct peaceful protests in your location, whether you are inside Nigeria or you are one of us outside Nigeria, just keep doing what you can do. Just keep writing, just keep praying, just keep tweeting. Share this video, like this video. Let your friends, your followers, your fans, your family, encourage them to come under this particular video and type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us do this as we prepare ourselves to the eventual freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we know truth cannot be hidden forever. There's an important video I'm leaving for you on the screen. Very important video. Click on it now and watch.